Hello and welcome back. On the last episode, we got different information about the accomplished and weak personalities now, instead of the ambitious and hateful personalities. Same rules, different names. That's what's led me to believe there is a way to get all 12 of us out, and that's by grouping us up into 2 sets of 6. Right now, we went back to the choice of if a statement was true or false, and picked if it was false this time, to see if it leads us to a different ending. If not, we'll eventually see, and then head back to the group decision making to then get a new path, I guess. Well, and with that, I guess we should begin, really. So that can't be. This can't be right. Hey, I found one of these lies. Oh, found one of the lies. Did you? So I think I found the 2. I'm pretty sure this one's a lie. Look, the safe doesn't have a guess limit, right? Let's try a few combinations. We took Dog's advice and started putting inputs various combinations. Various combos. Turned out I was wrong and the statement was true. That's a bit embarrassing. Luckily Bunny was correct with his 2, and we were able to open the safe. What's inside? Appears to be a bell. Okay, so then same information as before. See if that's changed anything. Sure, let's go with this one and see. It doesn't seem to be anything new. So it's just the alternate option. Bowen. Judge. There we go. Anyway, let's go back to the start then. Ooh. Any immediate dangers? There we go. And well, I guess for exploration, Ox is the only one we haven't accepted yet, so I guess we should, after we introduce ourselves to everyone. Still, we know 4 out of 12 personalities. Okay, we've done the other 4. The only one we have done is Ox, Dragon, and Monkey. It appeared Dragon and Monkey were having something of an argument while Ox was mediating the 2. I still think we should smash through the door. You know, patience is a virtue, Dragon. Your point. What do you think my point is? Your point better not be what I think it is, or I'm going to slug you in the face. Dragon, could you behave yourself for 5 minutes? In response, Dragon stomped viciously on Ox's foot. That's a good start already. Ox grabbed his foot and began swearing up a storm. Dragon, I feel you have a tendency to resort to violence instead when it isn't needed. Anyone ever tell you you're a real bad doctor? I'm just trying to figure out where it stems from. Why? What's it to you? Curiosity. Oh, so you're therapizing. Yeah, therapizing me because you're bored. Is that an issue? In response, Dragon stomped viciously on Monkey's foot. Nice, my feet are in danger. On second thought, I decided not to engage with that group. Better to walk away with someone who wouldn't attack me at the drop of the dime. Okay, everyone else, Sheep and Dog have already been asked second, same with Tiger and Bunny, so I guess I'll go with Snake, who I have not talked to secondly. Let's see if we get something new information since he's the second one. It's not, so order doesn't matter, I think. Unless it doesn't matter for Snake, because Snake is But okay then. So yeah, so I think the next choice we should have is for Ox. I don't know why I'm putting Bones in for Ox, but because why not, really? Accept Ox's offer. I had woken up with Ox and I felt I had worked with pretty well with together so far. I didn't see a reason not to work with him. As a matter of fact, I will work with you. Okay then, glad to hear it. If I might ask, why did you ask me to investigate with you? Well, you seemed rather content early on. You also seemed the most grounded of everyone else here, which is shocking. Which is a shockingly low bar to clear. Ouch. Thanks, I guess. So Mouse is going well. Looks great. Now we can quit talking about searching and just start searching. Yeah, let's do it. Is this? Nope. Now we can start up. Split up and look around. But when everybody remember to input your moves and reconvene here before the round ends. Got it. With that, we all spread around and begin our search. Ox and I made our way to the library, which wasn't far from the cafeteria. So Ox, why did you want to search the library with me? Search the library. There's a few reasons. For one, I preferred not to stray too far from the cafeteria for now. For another, from what I saw of the library, it seemed rather large room, so searching it early might be useful. Yeah, that sounds logical. But most importantly, libraries are often symbolic for information of learning. It's unclear how much thought the Jade Emperor has put into all of this, but it's possible he has put something special here. It'd be fine if it were a trinket, but I'd be more interested if he left us some useful information. Wow, that's a lot of thought for just the first place to search. I try. Ox is okay, but Ox. I don't think when it came to the accomplishment week ending where we failed to reason with the personalities, I think it was I feel like it was Sheep who stabbed us in the back, because I feel like if Ox is going to betray us, it's going to be more grand, I guess, in like a narrative sense. It's not going to be some hidden sort of, I guess, sheepish action. So I'm not trying to make a pun, just trying to, even though it was on the nose, I guess. Do you actually think Brian leave us special information in the library though? Seems a bit of a stretch. It is indeed a stretch, but there's no harm in checking it out anyways. After all, we'll have to search everywhere eventually, no? Indeed. So I guess we should start looking through here then. Let's. Okay then. We just like that we began to search the library for something out of place. Ox is right when he identified this place as a rather large room. There was even separate rooms connected to the library, which sought even more books. With a lot of ground to cover, we began looking through the rooms for anything out of the ordinary. Ox was very no nonsense. He didn't speak at all. Well, that was fine with me. Even if the silence was a little creepy, it was important to focus on the search. After a while, I noticed one of the library's computers were locked. Normally, I'd write the whole thing off, but why was this one computer not shut down like the rest? Hey, Mouse. I think I found something. Could you come look at this with me? What? Let's look at. No, he's probably found the safe, so I'm going to focus on the computer. You're a prosecutor, right? Sure, you can handle it yourself. I'm working on something else right now. Suit yourself. With that, he turned back to the book he was holding in his hands. And I turned back to this computer. Now, what could the password be? I noticed there was a button to give reminder the computer had. Maybe you could help. I clicked it, and a rather odd message displayed. The date it began. Okay. So we're going to need to play this several times. It's way too ominous to be a regular password hint. As I suspected, this was something Brian had set up. So So what was it? Presumably he was referring to this race. So then what? No, he's not. He's referring to the he's referring to the trial, maybe. Well, I was kidnapped on 24th of November. Assuming I hadn't been asleep over a day, which would be crazy. Today should be the 25th. The 11th to the 25th. The 11th to the 25th. Okay. See, yeah, it's the 25th to the 11th. So then the password should be 11 over 25, right? Except it looked like I couldn't put it in input a dash. So I put it at 1125. I put my fingers on the keyboard. What's the password? 1125. If I put in a password, the computer wouldn't let me in. Huh. Thought I had it. I tried another guess, but it was wrong again. No use. Dang. Guess so. It wouldn't be that easier. Hey Mouse, are you done over there? You should probably get back to the cafeteria soon. Looks like it was out of time. Unfortunately, the computer would have to remain for now. Locked for now. Yeah, I'm good. Did you find anything? No, I don't think I did. You did. You just don't want to tell me because you think it's smarter not to. I hint at most. Okay, fair enough. Move on. You should input your action. Moving on. You should input your action for this round in this room. Come join us. All right, I will. With that, Ox walked out of this room. Once he was gone, I pulled out my tablet and turned it on. There was no reason to think much about my choice. Let's run. Afterwards, I returned to the cafeteria. Pretty much everyone had already gathered, had gotten back to this point. They were discussing the results of the search. I couldn't find anything. Me neither. Are we doomed? This is it. I thought I'd at least be able to find one. Have no fear, citizens. Team Rooster has secured a minor trinket. You guys did. I think it's somehow reassuring, despite Rooster's ego and intelligence, that he's, no matter what the situation is, he can find one on his own. So I'm glad about Rooster and Snake. Like they're actually somehow reassuring. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Looks like I wasn't the only one. Doug also finds one. Doug, I would have no doubt though, because, well, based on Doug's experience, he's a smart guy. Looks like I wasn't the only one to find one of those things. Doug, do you find a minor trinket too? Yep, wasn't that hard, just had to solve a simple puzzle. Nice work everyone. We're on our pace to getting out of here. Ox has cleared his throat. Is this skippable? It is. Okay, done Bunny and Dog, done Tiger and Dragon, time for Pig and Monkey. I decided Pig and Monkey with a safe group to explore with. Oh, you going with us? That's great to hear. Indeed. I feel safer searching with someone I have a history with as opposed with a complete stranger. I felt similarly. Unlike some of the other groups, I had zero doubt about whether I could trust these two. Let's not waste any time then. These minor trinkets aren't going to find themselves. Everyone, same deal as last time. Before the end of the round, input a move and meet it back here. Thanks to remember. Is it thanks for thanks for the reminder, Ox? God, I'm failing in my own language. We'll be sure to listen. Absolutely. Come on guys, let's get searching. The group split off and the three of us began to search around the school. So does anyone have any ideas where we should look? I hold no strong preferences on this matter. Not at all? Yeah, it's best to move with the wind. Okay, but what does that mean? Well, it means we've got to make a choice. I don't want to go too far from the cafeteria. How about we search over this area right next to it then? There seems to be a bunch of spaces where you could hide things. Right then, let's investigate over there. Let us. Is this... Okay, so it's an area adjacent to the cafeteria. It looks like it's just a second part of it. There were plenty of spaces where it seemed as though secrets could be hidden. chairs, tables, vending machines. Thoroughly investigating it all, it took longer than I expected it would. However, before too long, Monkey called us over to an enclosed section of the area with some printers and a lot of paper. I do believe I've found something of importance. What is it? Between the printer, at the wall, there it is. There's a safe, sorry. Sure enough, Monkey pointed us to said safe. It looks fairly lightweight and cheap. No doubt it's hiding something related to the game. You're totally right, Monkey. Nice going. But it's something. It's probably something to require some sort of passcode, isn't it? Darn it! I knew things couldn't be this easy. Now, don't worry yet. We know it's not. We know not if it's actually locked. What's our safe isn't locked? An open safe? Of course it's locked. It's better to check it first, just before making any assumptions. Monkey picked up the safe and put it to one side of the table, one of the side tables. Then she tried opening it. Needless to say, the safe was locked. Okay then. Now we know we should start looking for a code. Obviously, the code's probably going to be near where the safe was found, right? Let's just look around here. We began to look all around the printer area. After a bit, I spotted a stack of 4 papers that caught my eye. They were labelled 1, 2, 3, and 4 with pen on the top right corner. You guys, I think I found. Come look at these. I think these papers might be clues to the safe's password. The numbers definitely sort of point to that. I guess. But what are the actual clues? Well, looking at the paper, the name of the first paper, a palindrome. I completely forget what a palindrome is. That's where it goes back and forth the same way. Like palindromes? That's a pretty bad pseudonym, if I think. What does the joke have to do with it? Joke name have to do with anything? I read a seemingly nonsense passage, and it turns out that there were 7 palindromes in it. So maybe they're trying to say the first number is position 7. Seems like a bit of a stretch. I mean, that makes sense to me. No, that's totally right. Puzzles are about this sort of weird, tangentially connected logic. Well then, what order of the sheets of paper? Anagram. Ambigram. What's an ambigram then, or an ambigram? Because it's not an anagram. It's clearly looking for an ambigram. Pseudonym or tautonym? Tautonym, if it's not a pseudonym. One by tautonym. I have to admit, I'm not sure what the name's trying to say. Julian Kang. Oh. I bet it's looking for a kangaroo word. Kangaroo word? Those are the words that have their pseudonyms written inside themselves. Like, isolated has the word soul inside it. Feast has the word eat inside it. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Why don't you give it a whirl and try look for them? Monkey and I can handle the other 2. Really? Oh man, reading. I say with a visual novel. Pig handed me a piece of paper. Oh, they handed me the paper. I understood the concept, so I figured it shouldn't be too hard to solve. Oh no, let's read this passage. Any ordinary painter can create works of art that astound and surprise normal citizens. 2. It is only those who can. Oh no, this is okay. It is only those who can birth living works who possess the potential to truly blossom into masters. None of that one. Painting. 3. If paint can be used again. Honorable, an honorable is 4. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I've understood this. Helpless, a damsel. I mean, sail could work if it hasn't like. I don't know this one. A devilish trickster. Characters must be alive on this canvas. There's no E for illustrate. If the object of the illustration is not seemingly alive, then the creator is no better than a plagiarist. Words that house synonyms inside themselves. It is a lot hard. I figured the words probably served the same function as in the sentence, meaning they could be replaced with a larger word. They would be hiding a. God. It was also fair assumption that none of the kangaroo words would be as simple as lopping off a single letter, which is what I've only been doing. They might be incredibly difficult to see, so I also had to look for words seeming out of place. Clearly the passage was built to try and fit certain words. I tried reading it once more. It can't be normal. Any ordinary painter has the letters for art, but it wouldn't be in order. Can create works of astounding art. Nope. And surprise. Normal citizens. It's only certain who possess, who pose the potential, suppose, and truly blossom into masters. Could be art again, if the order doesn't have to matter. By painting honorable prince, because rich, I don't know. Helpless damsel, devilish trickster. I don't know this much. I hopefully these two. How many kangaroos? 6. I had it. Astound. Stun. Okay. Blossom. Bloom. Honorable. Noble. Damsel. Dame. Devil. Evil. Plagiarist. Liar. Oh, okay. That was a guess. So, I might be bad when it comes to the English language. But I know Lady Luck has the back of me. I'm lucky. I'm not a wordsmith. The fourth digit should be 6. Second digit should also be 6. The digit should only be 3. So 7366. Oh wait, okay. Code should be 7636. There's only one way to find out. Pig was right. I moved over the safe and inputted the code. I was greeted with the affirmation beeping indicating all success. Yay! I got it right by pure random luck of 1 to 9 on the keyboard. What is in it now? The beeping certainly sounded positive. Did it? Pig, you're perhaps hard of hearing. Me? Oh no, my hearing works completely fine. Well, you see, it's kind of a long story. Basically, I have this thing called a musia. It means I can hear fine, but I can't really able to distinguish the pitch of most sounds. Okay, so yeah, it kind of means I'm not able to really able to enjoy music or anything, but it's kind of fine. Okay, so you just sound like so to you things sound like an artificial voice reading things off a page, right? If I'm understanding how this works, because obviously different people, different pitches in their voice. It also sometimes makes it difficult to pick up on a person's tone. Okay. That's why I generally have to rely on people's facial expressions to tell how they're thinking, which I'm not the best at either. But you know, baby steps. Don't worry about Pig. You'll get there eventually. Anyway, enough about me. Let's look at the inside of the safe. Without any words, Pig leaned over and grabbed the safe's handle. She opened it, and sure enough, there was an item inside it. It looked like a token. That is a minor trinket. Bear these 3 digits on the back of what is needed to input to activate. The inscription, Sheep's minor trinket, is written on the token. So each minor trinket, I think, is relayed to the person's interest. Because Snake was in the art area with Rooster. Obviously, Rooster took it, but still. I'm assuming Dog got dogs, and we're just getting sheeps. With the minor, we were indeed on it. Also, it read 4376. Oddly enough, there was 6 in. There was 6 written in red. Odd detail, but probably irrelevant. Okay, so I need to note down 6 in red, right? Well, mental note, which I'll probably forget by the next episode. But one step closer to getting out of here together. Spectacular work, everybody. Since we have found a trinket, how about we head back to the cafeteria and put our actions and for this round and wait for the others? Makes sense to me. Yeah, I'm down. The round will end soon anyways. And 3 of us made our way to the back of the cafeteria. After that, we briefly split up in separate rooms and input our actions on our tablets. Of course, I pressed run. I had no hesitation in that front. I returned to the cafeteria. Monkey was sitting there. It was only us 3 there. I realised there was actually quite a bit of time before everybody would be getting back here. I hope the others are alright. They're probably fine. I mean, they have to be, right? There's no way something bad could happen. Although I guess there's a lot of ways something bad could happen. Ways I've been ignoring, thinking about, and it's an abandoned high school after all. We're being kidnapped by a psychopath. We've got deadly devices around our necks, and it's a bad situation. But I think about that too much. I'm going to flip. So for the sake of argument, there's no way something bad can happen. Okay, so you're trying to be optimistic by denying reality. For the health of yourself and everyone around you, I suggest going for it. It's working so far. You're doing well, Pig. Good job. I don't know. I just want to get out alive. As do I. I think we all want to get out alive. I don't know, I think Snake doesn't, based on the fact that he will degrade a murderer to their face. Is there anyone outside you particularly feel the need to get back to, Mouse? Well, you know, you'd know more than anyone, wouldn't you? True, I would like you to try to vocalize these thoughts. Are you trying to give me a therapy in the middle of a death game? Think of it more of as grounding exercise. Okay then. I have my mother who cares for me a lot. I have my friends who would really be sad if I died. I think Pig and Monkey can class as friends. I mean, yeah, Monkey kind of has a business relationship with Mouse, but like, yeah, I mean, who doesn't go through a death game and not consider people friends? I mean, unless they're the bad guy. I have a bunch of goals I want to see through to the end before I die. That's the spirit. What about you, Monkey? Why do you want to get out? Me? Well, I suppose my main motivation is my main obligation to all my clients. Without my consultation, I fear many will may collapse. Although, even with my consultation, one clearly did collapse. I mean, I have fears about Monkey for the simple fact that what if she's the type of person who she likes to feel control? That's why she's spending her time with people who rely on her. Therefore, like, giving her a sense of importance. I mean, it sounds mean, and I might just be mean for saying it, but I'm not trying to be mean. It's a worry, considering Brian picked us all out specifically because we're clearly bad people. For example, Tiger and Tiger's history and Bunny's forced persona that Doug is calling out. Doug's not hiding his bad persona, but he's not really that bad, at least so far. He could also have been drinking that it made him lose someone's life. Anyway, and there are other therapists, I suppose. So that's it. You don't have many family or friends you want to see. I was an only child and not particularly close with my parents. And operating as a solo practitioner of therapy is a very tiring ordeal. So unfortunately, my social life has been rather unanimated. Save for one older confidant, there aren't many people close in my life. That's kind of sad. What about you, Pig? Perhaps. But I'm particularly capable of living for none other than myself. I prefer to think of it as living untethered. Without any obligation, I can really focus on doing things that interest me. And I have a lot of interests. There's so many fascinating things out in the world. Things that worth learning about. Monkey's got the right idea. The only reason I want to get out alive is because I want to get out alive. You don't have any family, Pig? Oh, I have family. Parents and a bunch of siblings. I'm not really close with any of them, though. Oh, with them anymore. What about friends? Friends? With my schedule? I'd have trouble meeting people if I did spend more than a couple of hours a week outside my apartment. I have people I collaborate with projects frequently, though. Do they count? I would say they can count. Depends on how well you get along with them. Because otherwise they're just like acquaintances. If you believe they do, then yes. Okay then, I've got tons of friends. Yay! That's good to hear. I think, Monkey. What if she's lying to herself though? Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking this. We need to focus on. I think we need to focus on the positives. That's what this team's for. Team positive. Well, this is the safer team positive, seeing how the previous two are hiding severe things. Well, I think no matter our reasons, we'll obviously want to get out alive, and let's do our best to work together and make that hope a reality. Well said. Exactly right. Shortly after the conversation, people started gathering back in the cafeteria. And I think I'll call it there. That's been 2 rounds, and we just need a 3rd one to go. Thank you for sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.